Today I'm going to work on the side bed, my garden where I had peonies a couple years ago, and I have dug all those out, and I have a coreopsis over there now, and then I just have planted canna over there, just a couple canna. I thought I would like them, but now I'm going to do some balloon flowers in a long row. These are the tall balloon flowers. So we will go get those planted, and then we'll do some watering, and I'll see what else I can find. Now I've got these tall balloon flowers from last year. I am going to, well, not two-handed. Got this pot and that pot to put over there, and then another coreopsis that looks pretty good. This coreopsis looks like it died out. I'm not sure what happened, but I'm going to plant this little cluster over there just in case there's some spark of life left in there. I know if I had any sense and knew how to load, I could do a lot better, but then that wouldn't be me making extra work for myself. So we just do what we can. I don't think I better take this one. I better take him on the second tree. This is some coneflower. I'm going to put that somewhere. So let's get that pulled over to the side. I thought I would pull this wagon and film it as I go, but I quickly realized that walking backwards was not really my strong suit, so I stopped that. Now those are the cannas I've already planted. I just bought two to kind of center under the window, and they are Red Golden Flame. Since this has a little tint of yellow, I thought it would go well with that coreopsis that's going to have yellow blooms. So let's get busy with the balloon flowers. Okay, here are my balloons. Should have brought a little spade. I think I might need the shovel. Now these kind of balloon flowers have a great big potatoey root. You can see those. Whoops. I will use all of the soil that's in here into the bed. Wasting of it. And if there are any dormant seeds. Now all these large clusters, I am going to separate them because there are quite a few different balloon flowers in there. Now these are from prior years. I think I've had them in there a couple of years, but this year I just decided to get everything out of pots so that there aren't so many pots to water and take care of. So I'm just kind of gently pulling them apart. You can see that big carrot-like root that some of them have, but that makes it more drop tolerant. But I'm going to end up with a lot of plants here. Okay, supposedly the balloon flower doesn't like its roots disturbed, but believe me, I've disturbed a lot and haven't had any problem. Come on, I'd like to pull those apart. I guess I can't. All right. Now we've got another cluster. Do this business. That air has a bit of a chill to it. Okay. There's some. There's one of those. I'm gonna lay that here. He looks pretty spindly, but we'll say he's a new sprout from a seed. Look at all the balloon flowers I'm going to have. It's going to be ridiculous. You can see I must have a dozen or more there, and I want them to kind of stretch all the way across there. And then I have a whole bunch more seedlings that I'm just going to sprinkle through the rest. That needs to be weeded. That needs to be weeded a little bit and mulched slightly. But I think this is going to look good. So I'm going to go get a spade because I think I'm going to need a smaller shovel to do the planting. be mulching up around here anyway, so it will be a little deeper. Okay, that got most of those done. And I have 2 other pots of winter sown seed. And that's going to be sprinkled on through there and on through there in little bunches. Just so that there'll be a consistent blue on down through this sunny area. I put the little coneflower here. I remember it came out of one of my pots. It looks very similar to that, but I also had a, what was it called? Turtle head in it. So it could be the turtle head. So I put my excess soil in here. I need to try to chop that stump out. Look at this, what I dug up over there to plant that cone head, whatever it was, coneflower, sorry. This was down under the ground. And when I dug deeper, it has an attachment of this right here, and it says Emerald Euonymus $6.99. We know that must be ancient because nothing is $6.99 anymore. Now, as you need to after planting, I went out and pulled the hose around to this end of the house, and I watered and created rainbows. Aren't I just magical? But I gave everything a really good soaking, and the main reason is because it's the weather predictions say that it will rain tonight. So if I would just give them a short little drenching, it for sure is not going to rain tonight. And then I would need to be out there worried about it early in the morning. So I'm just going to give them a good drenching, and then if it does rain, then I'm just more gold, because everything will just get a good extra drenching. Now, while I was watering, I had a little visitor come by. I saw it flit by a couple of times, and then I tried to catch it. It landed on the brick. Now, I don't know. I called that a dragonfly. Correct me if you don't think that's a dragonfly. But I thought it looked really cool right there. It kind of looked like a big one, but it was really neat. But I did catch it. Looks nice. Did you want a drink? I don't know. Down here are some short balloon flowers. I think this one was called Sentimental Blue. And they don't get but just a small, short, mounding balloon flower. They reseed every year. So I'd like to dig them out and put them down in front of the coreopsis with the taller ones behind. So we'll see how that'll work out. I'll just leave you with a pretty picture of a prior garden with some of the balloon flowers in a hedge. I love the looks of that. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.